When you think of ancient Greece, you probably imagine marble temples, great philosophers, and Olympic athletes in flowing robes. But the truth is, the influence of ancient Greece didn't end thousands of years ago. Many parts of our modern world still run on Greek ideas, inventions, and philosophies. In this video, we're exploring 15 fascinating facts about ancient Greece that are still true, still visible, and still shaping life today. Democracy was born in Athens, and it still defines modern politics. The idea that citizens can vote for their leaders began in Athens around 508 BCE. It was not a perfect democracy by today's standards, but it planted the seed for what would become one of the most powerful political ideas in history. Modern governments, from the United States to the Philippines and much of Europe, are built on this same foundation: the belief that citizens should have a voice. The word democracy itself comes from the Greek demos, meaning people, and kratos, meaning power. That concept still drives modern societies: the people's power. Greek philosophy still shapes the way we think. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle changed how humanity thinks about knowledge, morality, and truth. Their teachings still appear in modern education, psychology, and ethics. Plato's idea of ideal forms inspired centuries of art and architecture. Aristotle's logic became the foundation of scientific reasoning. Even the Socratic method, which uses questions to discover truth, is still used in classrooms, law schools, and debates around the world. Every time someone asks why, instead of just accepting the answer, they're thinking like an ancient Greek philosopher. The Olympics still unite the world. The first recorded Olympic Games took place in 776 BCE in Olympia. Athletes competed for honor, not money, representing their city-states. Today, over 200 countries gather every 4 years to compete in the modern Olympic Games, continuing that same spirit of unity, discipline, and national pride. The Olympic flame, torch relay, and olive wreath all trace their origins to ancient Greece. Even the idea of athletes training for excellence, arete in Greek, remains a cornerstone of sports culture today. Greek architecture still inspires modern design. Look at any government building, university, or museum with tall columns, and you'll see Greek influence everywhere. The Parthenon, built on the Acropolis of Athens, became a model for architectural beauty and proportion. The Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian column styles are still taught in architecture schools. Their symmetry, balance, and simplicity continue to define what we call classical beauty. Even digital designers today talk about aesthetics, another Greek word, when discussing what looks and feels right. Greek myths still tell human truths. Zeus, Athena, Poseidon, and the rest of the Olympian gods might sound like old legends, but their stories still reflect timeless human themes: love, jealousy, ambition, and pride. Writers, filmmakers, and game creators continue to draw inspiration from Greek mythology. Modern stories like Percy Jackson, Wonder Woman, and God of War all use these ancient myths to explore moral and emotional truths that still matter today. Greek myths were never just entertainment. They were psychology lessons long before psychology existed. The Greek language lives on in science and medicine. Many modern scientific and medical terms come directly from Greek words. Biology, astronomy, physics, anatomy, democracy, and philosophy all have Greek roots. When doctors say cardiology, it comes from the Greek cardia, meaning heart. When you study geology, you are learning geo, meaning earth, and logos, meaning study. Even without realizing it, we speak Greek every single day. Theater and storytelling follow Greek traditions. The Greeks invented organized theater. tragedy, comedy, and drama all began in open-air amphitheaters more than 2,000 years ago. The structure of a play, a beginning, middle, climax, and resolution, was codified by Aristotle. Those same storytelling rules guide today's movies, series, and even YouTube videos. Whenever a film makes you cry or laugh, it's following patterns written by Greek playwrights like Sophocles and Aristophanes centuries ago. Greek values of balance still influence lifestyle and health. The Greek saying, "nothing in excess," came from the Oracle of Delphi and still rings true today. The idea of balance between work and rest, pleasure and discipline, body and mind, forms the heart of many modern wellness trends. Even the Mediterranean diet, praised by nutritionists worldwide, is based on Greek eating habits: fresh produce, olive oil, fish, grains, and moderation. The Greeks believed that a healthy mind lived in a healthy body, and science continues to prove that connection today. The concept of citizenship came from Greece. Being part of a society and contributing to its progress started as a civic duty in ancient Greece. A citizen wasn't just someone who lived in a city, but someone who took responsibility for it. That sense of belonging and civic participation still defines modern life. Paying taxes, voting, obeying laws, and serving the community all reflect the Greek idea of shared responsibility for the common good. Citizenship was an honor in Athens. It still is today. Greek mathematics still builds the modern world. Pythagoras, Euclid, and Archimedes built the mathematical foundations we still use. Geometry, trigonometry, and principles of measurement all began with Greek thinkers. Architects, engineers, and scientists still apply the same formulas developed over 2,000 years ago. Even computer algorithms depend on Greek-based logical patterns. If you've ever used geometry to measure a room or calculate distance, you've used ancient Greek math without even realizing it. Greek art still defines beauty. Greek sculptors sought perfect proportions and lifelike form. Their belief in harmony and symmetry set a standard for beauty that shaped art for centuries. The Renaissance artists of Italy revived Greek ideals. Modern designers and photographers still use the golden ratio, a concept studied by Greek mathematicians, to create balance in their work. When we describe something as classic beauty, we are echoing Greek artistic philosophy. Greek education model still exists today. The Greeks were the first to build structured education systems that developed the body, mind, and soul. The word gymnasium originally meant a place for both physical and intellectual training. Plato's Academy and Aristotle's Lyceum were the prototypes of modern universities. The idea that education shapes good citizens, not just workers, came from Greece. Every time a student debates ideas or a teacher encourages critical thinking, that's the Greek spirit of education in action. Greek navigation helped shape exploration. Before GPS and satellites, Greek sailors used stars, wind, and landmarks to travel. They created detailed maps and understood the Earth's curvature long before many others did. Their discoveries laid the groundwork for later explorers in Europe and Asia. Even the word planet comes from the Greek planets, meaning wanderer, because of how these objects moved in the sky. Every modern voyage owes something to Greek curiosity about the world. Greek politics still teaches hard lessons. Ancient Greece experienced corruption, populism, and power struggles, the same problems modern nations face. History shows that democracy thrives only when citizens stay informed and active. The fall of Athens reminds the modern world that democracy is fragile. It must be protected through education, participation, and respect for truth. These lessons are still relevant today, perhaps more than ever. Greek curiosity still drives human progress. Above all, the Greeks asked questions. They wanted to understand how the world works. They studied stars, anatomy, physics, and the human mind. Their curiosity laid the foundation for modern science. That same hunger for knowledge, to ask, test, and explore, continues to fuel every modern discovery. The human spirit of curiosity that began in ancient Greece never stopped evolving. Ancient Greece may seem like a distant chapter in history, but its influence is everywhere. In our languages, schools, governments, sports, arts, and even in our daily conversations. Greek civilization taught humanity to seek wisdom, balance, and excellence. Those lessons remain just as true today as they were 2,500 years ago. The world may have changed, but the questions the Greeks asked still shape the way we live, think, and dream. If you enjoyed learning how much of Greece still lives in our modern world, share this video and tell us which Greek idea you see most often in your life.